This piece of chocolate is the result of the biggest cultural clash in Polish business. On one hand, 170 years of Warsaw tradition. On the other, ruthless Japanese precision from Tokyo. Iconic brands often die after major acquisitions. But today I'll show you why the Japanese giant didn't destroy Wedel. It turned it into a powerhouse for the entire CE region. This is the Glocal playbook you can use for your business. Picture the meeting room in 2010, where on one side the Polish team with their flexible attitude and the national trait of it'll work out somehow met with the Japanese board, for whom the Kaizen is more than a religion. It's an obsession with improving all processes by 1% every single day. The Japanese couldn't understand why the decision-making process in Poland is so intuitive. The Poles were catched by surprise why changing a single screw requires 10 analysis. I can only imagine the sparks flew. But Lotte showed incredible market wisdom, surprising everyone. I call it surgical acquisition. They left the most important thing untouched, the recipe. They knew that if ptasie mleczko, Poland's favorite marshmallow treat, would taste more Japanese, the Polish consumer wouldn't forgive it. This is the lesson for every entrepreneur. Scaling doesn't mean making everything identical. It's about knowing your unique selling point and keeping your hands off it, while making everything else efficient.
This balance between protecting what matters and optimizing everything else isn't unique to Wedel. I broke it down earlier when comparing Heineken with Belgian beer.
Look how the same owner behaves in two markets. In Japan, Lotte uses hyper-innovation, creating hundreds of flavors. In Poland, they slowed down, because here chocolate isn't experimentation, it's nostalgia. Key takeaway? Lotte understood that by buying Wedel, they didn't simply buy the buildings in Warsaw's Praga district. They bought an emotional contract with the Polish people, a relationship built over decades. And if you break the trust, no amount of Japanese technology will save you. This brings us to a point CEOs rarely discuss at conferences. Lotte didn't buy Wedel for the Polish market. They bought it as a hub for the CE region. Lotte brilliantly positioned Wedel as affordable premium, a luxury that everyone can afford, that still feels special. This was their ticket for the regional expansion, utilizing the historic plant from Warsaw as the operational heart of the region.
If you take one thing from the Wedel story, let it be these 3 lessons.
Never break what people love. Centralize operations. Decentralize culture. And don't treat the CE region as the sales market only. Here, the strategies can be proven. But it wasn't all sweet. What could have been done better? First, the clash between the innovation speed of the Japanese and the conservatism of CE. Initially, Lotte tried to aggressively refresh the portfolio, but the Polish consumer is loyal. Rapid changes to the classics met with resistance. Interestingly, only after a decade of stabilizing the brand, Wedel consciously is introducing the Japanese inspirations. It took them a decade. The second mistake was communication, or lack thereof. For years, Lotte was an invisible investor. From the marketing perspective, it was a lost chance. Today, Poland and CE are fascinated by the Japanese culture. Why choose Poland over Germany as a hub? Well, because this market is a perfect testing ground. It's large enough to taste standards at scale and dynamic enough to catch mistakes quickly. For Asian giants, it's a safe gateway for you. Wedel and Lotte proved that successful scaling isn't about copying a Tokyo strategy in Warsaw. It's about finding a common ground between tradition and efficiency.